everyone, it's Laura Moncrieffe from Bamboo Worldwide, and it's time for this week's installation of Woohoo Wednesdays! Alright, so this week we're going to get down to having better conversations. Who doesn't want to have a better conversation? Over my career of 25 years as being an innovation consultant and helping large companies train their staff on how to have better consumer insights, we've narrowed it down to 3 simple tips to help you better engage with the conversations you're having. Now, these can be conversations with your coworkers, your peer, your boss, but most importantly, when you really want to connect with your customer and your consumers. All right, we all know that to get great innovation, you have to have great insights. And the key to great insights are asking better questions. Sometimes we don't ask the right questions, so we stay at that surface level of dysfunctional, the same functional drivers that we hear all the time. We want to get below those functional drivers into those juicy tidbits. Number 1, it's a no duh, but we have to remind ourselves to do it. Ask open-ended questions. When we ask the open-ended question, we invite the respondent into the conversation. We invite the conversation to unfold in front of us, to go to deeper layers and layers. When we start a conversation or we start a question that's closed-ended, it doesn't invite an interesting exchange in the conversation. A yes or no is basically that. Then we have to keep the conversation going. When you ask that open-ended question, it unfolds. You show that you're interested. You ask them to share with you. And that's the first start of a great connection. Number 2, this is a simple one. It's the one that I use over and over again. It doesn't get old. You can ask it all the time. Simply, tell me more. So once you've invited them into the conversation and it's unfolded, say, wow, that's really interesting. Tell me more. If you're talking about cleaning products, say, wow, I didn't know that you cleaned it twice. Tell me more. Why do you use this product instead of this product? Tell me more. So people are used to sharing 1 sentence, 2 sentences, and then stopping. But they're open and willing to share more. We have to invite them into this interesting exchange so this conversation can unfold. Okay, so open-ended questions, tell me more. And tip number 3, this is the most important one. Once you have them open and sharing, don't ask them why. That brings it back up to functional. We want to understand the importance behind the why. So this is how you say it. Wow, I didn't know you used this cleaning product. Tell me more. Why is cleaning product X so important to you? Why is it important to you that you clean it 2 times? Why is it important to you that you clean it every day? So whatever it is that they share with you that they're doing, ask them, why is that important to you? Now, again, this seems like a no duh, but we don't do it. And once we do it, once you change your line of questioning from what to why that's important to you, this whole world of juicy tidbits will open up for you. And you'll move beyond functional learning to what we call influencing factors. So these 3 tidbits of ask open-ended questions, tell me more, and why is that important to you? That's what we call riding the waves of a conversation. Well, what does that mean? That means you take an interesting topic to your consumer and you ride it all the way to shore by going deeper and deeper with tell me more. Why is that important to you? So that you can understand the basic foundational driver, what they're getting at, not just the functional output. When you ride the waves of a conversation, new emotional motivations open up. Oftentimes, the respondent will share with you something they weren't planning on sharing, and that's when you get to the really juicy bits. Let's do this today. Have better conversations, make better connections. Start with tell me more. So if you enjoyed what you heard today, be sure to click on the link below that includes our Word document outlining the 3 simple tips that were shared, as well as how to ride that wave of the conversation. And if you want to dive in further with us, join us for our free upcoming webinar on February 1st. In this webinar, we're going to be talking about consumer connection techniques beyond what we shared today. We're going to be diving into how to identify influencing factors that matter and which ones are simply functional responses. We're going to be pulling together the tips, the techniques, and the tools of the trade and sharing them all with you in this free webinar series on consumer connections. Again, it's February 1st. It's free, but you have to sign up now. So sign up so that we can get all of the great details out to you and connect with you soon. Until then, keep it real.